Hey, afternoon, everybody. It's Jay's perspective. Before we get the video started, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button to get more uh, notification whenever I drop a new video. Our goal here is to get to 100 by the end of 2025. Currently sitting at 62 subscribers, but let's just hop right into this. First off, I want to send out a special shout out to this guy right here. It's big brother right there, Chris. Happy birthday to you. Happy late birthday to you, man. He passed 15 years ago. Ended up getting murdered due to getting shot by a so-called friend, and that's really gonna be the emphasis of the story. I was inspired by Reggie. Gave me the idea to drop this video just about the violence, mainly the gun violence throughout KC, and just the problems with that. And at first, I didn't really know what I was going to say about it, but then I really thought about it. I was like, I've actually went through this firsthand, so it's not going to be one of them videos where I'm going to let it fly or try to be extra belligerent or over the top or anything. I'm just going to speak whatever comes to my mind, and as I always do with each video, just wing it. You may or may not see me get emotional. Depends on, it's a sensitive topic, so we'll see what happens. But let's just kind of get into it. Like I said, the main emphasis is just to talk about of course, we're going to bring up the primary victims that happen within violence, but then the other part that not many talk about is the secondary victims of it, and the trickle down effect of as a result of losing family, a loved one, a friend, just anybody close to you. So I'll just tell you from a first person perspective. I'm sorry, just how everything went down when it happened to my family and to my brother here. Rest in peace, Chris. Love you. You're up there in heaven looking down, brother. So we're gonna dive into this. But it was back in 2010. He was 22 at the time. I was 16, and it was when I found out that it happened. It was like I was just got out of school. Had just me and my boy. I lost my wallet. I lost money in my wallet. We almost got into a wreck before I got in there. It was a rainy, gloomy day, and it was just kind of bad vibes all around. I get to work, and at this time, you know, my brother and I weren't speaking. Had a dumb disagreement. I was being petty and trying to get him to silence me because I thought I had all the time in the world to eventually make it up whenever I got over it. Got humbled quickly on that. But anyway, I'm at work, and all of a sudden get a phone call at the job, and they tell me it's for me, and I get on there, and some chick, I don't even remember who she was, but just told me that Chris had been shot, but that he had gotten away. I'm like, okay, but I just had even when I got the call, I just had a feeling that just had a feeling something wasn't right. And then I went back to work, and then I want to say about 2 hours or so later, getting that second call, basically confirming that he did not get away and that he had passed away. And I just instantly, I went to the back and broke down. Just broke down because I knew at that point I wasn't gonna be excuse me, I wasn't gonna be able to talk to him anymore and make up that time for being just being petty. I wasn't gonna be able to talk to him in the last interaction I had with him. I just gave him a cold shoulder. Didn't even bother talking to him, and I had to get my tears out and go home and confirm it to a mom who somehow she'd already kind of gotten the news. So I was just there to confirm that it was true, and just saw her break down, and just like I said, the primary victim, of course, was my brother. But it's just everything that happened afterwards is the trickle down effect, and a lot of people go through it. Like, as far as for us personally, my mom, I don't think she was ever the same, and she's better today. But I don't think you never fully recover as a parent. You always envision that you'll be gone before your kids, so to lose your firstborn, it's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow. And at that time, my sister, she was only 4 years old. So, I never asked her, what her thoughts were on it, but I'm glad that she was too young to really know what was going on at the time. So then I don't know how it's affecting now she's older, but she is too young to realize what was going on. And myself, I just told mom, like, because I see how distraught she was, and I was as well. Just told her to take care of her and my little sister, and that I'll take care of my stuff. You just focus and prioritize you two. And I got we had the funeral maybe like say a week later or so. He got cremated, but before he got cremated, I went in there saw him for the final time. And, he was just as hard as concrete, like stone, and you can just tell you that he was lifeless. And I held his hand for the final time, and I don't know, I stood there like 10 to 20 minutes just holding his hand and just kind of saying my final goodbyes in my head. And like to this day, and especially on the holidays, always hit different. There's always a feeling of emptiness. Today, like his birthday, it always hits hard. The anniversary of his death, like just there's always a hollow feeling. Like it personally for me, I think it changed me a lot. Like just as far as I used to be a lot more happy-go-lucky, and that once he passed, I don't know, coincidentally or not, I had a lot more of an edge to myself, and just a lot more just angry, and I ain't still angry to this day, and I will never get over that. And, just never let that feeling go. Like you lose somebody that close, especially that young. Like he had a lot more time left on this earth, and he left his son behind. Uh, Left a lot of people that loved him behind, and didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to him. And like I say, my mom, bless her. I was, we kind of got distant for a few years, because I didn't give her the benefit. I didn't think about how much it would affect her because she kind of ended up shutting down for a while, which is understandable. But I was too young to really, process her and my feelings. I wasn't thinking about. So we had a hiatus for a few years, but luckily we got back close, and uh, just it took a while, took a long time. And, it's just it's always in the back of my mind, like, what if he was still around? What he be doing? We'd be laughing how it would be growing up old together, seeing our kids grow up together. Like my daughter's not never gonna know her uncle. My sister's not gonna know who her oldest brother was fully. Like she'll have a few memories that she may have as a kid, but my nephew's not. He can only know the stories that we tell him about him, but he'll never get to talk to him or anything. And he loved his son. Like he loved his son, and I just feel so bad that he's gone. And I know a lot of people have gone through this and are going through this. So definitely, I empathize and sympathize with you guys. And I know it's always a tough pill to swallow, but it's just that's the consequences of what happens when we decide to use violence, whether it be guns, knives, whatever. Take somebody else's life. We don't think about how it affects everybody else around them and their loved ones, and just the trickle down that happens from it. So just we got to be mindful of that stuff, guys. Like just we have to be mindful. Like at the end of the day, I don't care how angry you are. Think about others before you think about turning to that point. Because I even ran into the guy that murdered my brother, and trust me, I seen red, and I wanted to do something, but an eye for an eye is not always worth it. Well, no matter how badly we want to do it, but I don't want to let this linger on too long. It's already went long enough, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. This is Jay's perspective. Again, happy birthday, big bro. Love you, miss you, and I will see you down the road, man. Have a good day, guys.